Alright, here's a tour of the Morrow County Farm Day show. Not going to be very long, but it's not a huge show. It's still a good show to go and we can tour. About an Oliver 77. Narrow front. Super 88 diesel narrow front. Owned by the Yapple family. 77 row crop. The featured tractor this year at the show is Oliver / Co-op / Cockshut. Got a custom Oliver Super 88 half scale. It's been stretched out for sure. Definitely a unique piece. It's a 2-seater deluxe. Got an International 5088 half scale. It's been done the same way. Except this one is just a 1-seater, but it's got a bed in the back. Still don't see this one every day. And a 1650, 1550 half scale narrow front. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that the International's got dual wheels on the back. But yep, this one, very unique. Could hear a John Deere D running in the background. Pretty unique trio. Oliver 1800 pedal tractor. Cockshut 40. Oliver Super 88 row crop. Oliver Super 66 row crop. Cockshut Black Hawk 35. Oh, here we go. Here's a big boy. Oliver 1655 front wheel assist. This was a big boy back in its day. Definitely put some power to the ground. That's for sure. It's even got the canopy to match. Same way here, it's Oliver 1550, a little bit smaller. Still a big boy. And an Oliver 660. Here's that 660. Got a Cockshut 40 narrow front original. They do have some tractor pulls here. This looks like it might be ready for the antique tractor pulls. They do have it here on Saturday, I believe. The show runs today, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday this weekend, 10 to 6 each day. Tonight they have a truck pull, like an OSTPA type of truck pull, and tomorrow they'll have a antique tractor pull. Usually go down tomorrow, but I decided to go down today. Oliver Super 88 diesel. Oliver 60 row crop. This is a pretty unusual one, Cockshut 60 row crop. So you've got your Oliver 60 and your Cockshut 60. Not many differences except for a paint scheme change. One is painted green, yellow, and red, and the other was painted red and creamish color. Got an Oliver Super 55 diesel. Stout little tractor. Here's a unique one, a Cockshut 1550. We've got the next one up to 1600. This one's not over. Again, not many differences except for just a little bit bump up in the model and just a change in the paint scheme. That's really about it. But this one, as you can see, is a nicely restored 1550 Cockshut. Basically, Cockshuts were just Olivers rebranded as Cockshuts. basically just Canadian Olivers with different paint schemes, and that's really all the difference was. All this Oliver 1600 still in work clothes with a manure spreader, actually a Minneapolis Moline it looks to be. Model L maybe. Got an Oliver 1800. This one looks like it was restored by the Tri-Rivers Career Center at the Diesel and Power Equipment Technology class, part of the FFA. Did a decent job on it. Could have been a better restoration. As you can see, the hood and the rest of the tractor are mismatching greens, but I think they're more focused on getting the tractor running rather than... They're probably more focused on getting the tractor running and focusing on the diesel part of it rather than giving it a nice fancy paint job, which understandable when that's what you're wanting to work on. I want to show you the weld job. Yep, that's the weld job. Got the old man steps on it. Cockshut 30. It's work clothes. Cockshut maybe a 40. No decals to indicate. It's work clothes. Cockshut 20. A little baby Cockshut. Oliver Super 88. Row crop. Oliver 77 row crop. Both professionally restored. Oliver Super 77 diesel. And it's work clothes. Oliver 77 row crop. Oliver 70 row crop. 66.
Yes. Does it have the, you still got the tilt then? Yep.
Oliver 60 row crop. You're probably never going to find another tractor like this. Oliver 66 Packer. Tell me the last time you've seen one of these. I know they have one up at the Oliver Museum up near Worcester, that J.D. Acres Museum. But this, theirs is an ag model. This one is industrial. Not much of a difference, just put a yellow paint scheme instead of green and white. But yeah, look at that. That's just amazing. Probably never going to find another anything like this. Wow, got an Oliver 1650, 1550. Oliver row crop 77. Cockshut 20. 40 Cockshut.
Is it above Van Wert?
Oliver 66 Industrial, another unique piece. Case L. This one's an oldie. 1930. I bet it's throaty sounding too. It's got that exhaust pipe sticking out on the other side. Usually ones of this vintage are pretty throaty. Farm OC, we're getting into some of the other colored tractors here. Got a Kubota BX 2200. Now don't ask me why this is at an antique tractor show. It's not antique, but it's here, and I guess we got to appreciate everything. some clubs have rules and regulations about how new the tractors can be. Sometimes they require them to be at least 40 plus years old. In fact, this might actually qualify for a 40 plus year old tractor. It still looks like you could still put this to work every day and mow the lawn, do what you may with it. Got a Ford Ferguson 2N. That loader is way far out there on the front. Way far out there. Got a farm old cub on the line. Giving a little kid a joyride in the wagon. Always fun times. Having a little joyride. Yeah, but that loader is way far out there. I'm not thinking this could load much. I might be wrong, I've never tested it, but couldn't think that this would load much. I surely wouldn't want this to be my manure scooping tractor. I'd love to just keep this, if I keep the loader and keep it as a show tractor for what it is and the uniqueness of the loader. I wouldn't like to put it to work on the farm at all. Case SC there, pretty nice one. Got a Massey Ferguson 65 with a single front wheel. That is a dangerous tractor. I've never driven a single front wheel, and I can't say that I ever want to drive a single front wheel. Seems dangerous. Seems dangerous, and I think that I'll take a pass on that. I'll leave that dangerousness to somebody else who's more brave. I mean, I might be able to take it to shows, but I'm definitely not going to be able to ride around with it or like do farm work with it. Here's a really, really, really old one. We got a Fordson on steel wheels. Now that is something you don't see. I mean, Fordsons aren't uncommon. I mean, they're fairly common, but just don't see many at the shows anymore. I mean, you don't see many but in England and stuff, so seeing one here in the US kind of really, especially on steel, has some rubber track pads they put on it, looks like. Make it a smoother ride. You can see it kind of broke off from there to there. Old crank start. Sure, people lost a lot of fingers doing that. Allis-WD. Here you go. We got your farm old cub with the Joyride trailer on it. Fun times, fun times. Got you a farm old H here. Ford N series. Farm old M. Run-of-the-mill tractors. Now, here is something I can guarantee you that you've never seen before. This is an Allis-Chalmers WD 45. And my, would you look what they did to it. This was definitely not factory, by the way. This was definitely something that was just, something that was just kind of doohickied together, Wasn't really put a lot of thought process in. Well, I mean, there's definitely a lot of thought process put into these, just not, factory. something that maybe they couldn't get through farm ground easily enough, or they just wasn't enough power. And so what did they do? They took an Allis-Chalmers WD and they made her a four-wheel drive. They put a front wheel assist on her, and they raised her up a bit to make her a high prop, which means they raised the back wheels up a bit too. Now, for some reason, the front wheels are cast centers and the back wheels are spoked. Don't know why, but maybe when you want to use something that'll work on the farm, you don't really care about matching wheels, and that's quite all right too. You can see the tires that don't match, but that's okay. If you working on the farm and you don't have matching tires, then you know what, it's fine. As long as it'll work, as long as it gets you from point A to point B and get you through mud bogger. Got a Farmall H original. Got an old little Cub Cadet 1050. Ford 5000. Pretty hefty little tractor. Got a Farmall M. Got a Ford, still in its work clothes. Another Ford, still in its work clothes. Got some more cock shuts here. Got the whole series of the cock shuts, or at least 3 of the series, all professionally restored. You've got the big one, the 40 standard. Then you've got the smaller one, the 30. Medium-sized one, and you've got the smallest one, the 20. They did not make any cockshut smaller than the 20. The 20 was the smallest cockshut they made. And that right there is your series of cockshuts, 40, 30, 20. They did make a 50, I believe, but that's not included in this lineup. 3 professionally restored cockshuts, 20, 30, and 40. Cool stuff here at the Morrow County Equipment Show. Morrow County Farm Days, August 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 2025. Morrow County Fairgrounds, Mount Gilead, Ohio. Here's a Farmall H. This one looks to also be restored by the Diesel and Power Equipment Technology class, the Tri-Valley. I'm not sure. It's got a white hood. Doesn't really mean anything special. Just some people like to choose to paint their hoods white, and that's okay, because that's sometimes how the demonstrators would have came out, was white hoods with red paint. Red and white, mostly white, would sometimes be how the demonstrators came out. This, I can tell you for a fact, it's not a demonstrator. Demonstrators are pretty rare. Usually the older ones, 40s, 50s tractors, were demonstrator models. One's built to look like one, but is not a white demonstrator model. Got a Farmall Super C. And tractors. Tractors are still coming in here on this Thursday at the Morrow County Farm Equipment Show. This is the first day, but tractors are still coming in. Let's take you through the John Deere row now. We got this big boy 75 60 30 with duals. Big boy. Trying to get this Farmall Cub started. Well, anyways. Big boy with duals. This one, definitely. Well, that's the big boy with the dual. Definitely a lot of horsepower right in there. Phew. That's huge. Right next to it, we got the big boy 4430. Still a humongous tractor. Humongous, I tell ya. Looks like it could have had duals on it at one point, set up that way. We got a 4320, another big one. Just forgetting this one could have been set up to have duals on it too. Old 35 John Deere A. John Deere 40. Good little tractor. 430. No decals, it's still 1960, going for 3 years, 58, 59, and 60. Got a John Deere 60. Nice one. Got a nice original 620. Got a Model B. By Rick Crooks and Matt and Gilead. This was the one we heard at the beginning of the video going chop, chop, pop, 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 pop. But yeah, it's a neat runner, as most D's are. 1947B, that's actually the year of mine, and it has a steel pan seat, just like mine. Not as nice as mine. Mine's still locked up as you. Well, I'll be posting videos later of the restoration process. Got a 37B, 10 years earlier. Round spokes, F&H round spokes. Got a nice BO Lindemann. It actually is for sale. The guy was just starting it up for me a little bit earlier ago. Here you go. There's the factory advertisement. It was just $1,360 new. Not worth that nowadays. More than that, for sure. He said add another zero, so probably 13,600. Honestly, he's probably about right for that crawl. Here we go. We got Pack Rats Fabrications. They always come to Centerbrook with a boatload of garden tractors, mainly wheel horse. You can see this deck right here. Side panel here in that deck. Those all go with this tractor. This John Deere 110. There are videos of the work that has been done to it on YouTube. Going $1,500 for it. So if you're looking for a good deal on the 110 John Deere round fender, well, $1,500 seems like a good deal to me. And it runs fine. Runs fine, everything works. And this mower deck and the side panel are all included. And another good deal, this wheel horse is also for sale. Only $550. 64, it's model 704. Everything works except the lift cable. They say it does run, but it smokes some. But hey, $550, that's a heck of a deal. I'd be jumping in on that if I were you. Or but just buy both if you're a garden tractor enthusiast. And of course, buy that BO right there if, you feel ever so inclined to have a BO and you haven't had one yet. Well, there's a good chance. I'll tell you, this guy is Bill Pride, Marion, Ohio. His cell phone number is 740-360-3286. Again, Bill Pride, Marion, Ohio. Up the old club had to get home. Get started. Oh, there it got started. 50-20. Cute little tractor. Anyways, got a little Allis-B here. Got an Allis-G with the little cute wagon. This one's got the sickle mower set up. And the golf ball's in the back of the court. He might have wanted to go golfing. I don't know. Must be a golfer. Nothing wrong with that. Allis 175. Mid-size Allis. Allis D17. Allis WD45. They're all set up to pull. As you can clearly see, it's a pulling tractor. All ready up to pull. Got an Allis D19. Super cool tractor. Got a 70 with a chrome stack standard. This thing sounded good pulling in. Got an Allis D17, I want to say. Got an International 284. These were a poor selling tractor. International used these to replace the Cub, and they were actually a not so good selling tractor. Seagrave's Implement of Wakeman sold this one, but yeah, did not do super well. Got a nicely restored 706 diesel. Big boy 706. And then got a Farmo 706. But just wait till you see this. Still can't figure it out. Well, thought we'd take a look at the other side and you'll figure it out pretty quick. She turboed. And she got a chrome stack. How trick. But that baby's putting a lot of horses out in the field. For sure. Got a little old D19 here. Got a Minneapolis Moline BF Avery. Avery actually produced BFs as well, but they're the same thing. This one closed. Minneapolis Moline ZTU. Actually, maybe it's the Z, but it's a universal. If you ever get the chance to go out to Walter and Bruce Keller's museum in Wisconsin around Brilliant area, they have a very huge collection of John Deere's. They have one building dedicated to Walter's wife, who loved Minneapolis Molines. So there's one building dedicated to unique and oddball Minneapolises. And boy, should I tell you, they have about 100 Minneapolises packed in one building. It's crazy. Got an all restored Model U. GB. This one has humongous tires. Humongous. Definitely a big boy. And a Minneapolis Moline Z Waterloo. Here is a unique item. It's a Hammerman. It's a Diamond T truck, so I'll show this more in a video at Centerburg. It's a Diamond T, so Zolman's Feed Store, Centerburg, Fredericktown, Ohio. Had a feed store, and this truck was originally from the feed store. It was a Ford's Hammermill feed truck from the Myers Sherman Company, Streator, Illinois. And they did a all-out professional restoration. They did no expense spared on that one. And it shows. It's nice to see a part of local history preserved. It is a Diamond T. They did do a stellar job. Of recreating this mill. And boy does it show. This feed truck, and boy does it show. I mean, and everything they did, it was awesome. This Diamond T is shining in the light. Well, here is a farm old cub. That's the one they had to tow with the Allis 50/50. As we make our way along back here, we got some feed grinder stuff. Cool, see all that on the trailer. Got an old International truck. A feed grinder on the back. Always unique to see that. Here we go, we got a nice F-150 Ranger Hot Boy, probably not a part of the show, but you can still see how nice that truck is. For sure. What do we have in here? Lordy, what in... Holy cow. What is this little contraption? If anyone could tell me what this contraption is, then tell me. Because, wow, is that a... Shoo-wee, that contraption's... I don't even know what to say about this contraption. It's a doodlebug. Must be a Minneapolis Moline, but that contraption is unique. Got scout travel all there. Beautiful blue. Alright, well, we're going to walk back up to the toys in the front there, and we'll get you a view of them, and that'll be the end of our video here. Pretty nice show. Tractors are still coming in, and see that Allis 50/50 back there. Also, across the way there, here at the fairgrounds, there will be a consignment auction Saturday, 8 a.m. by Pete Cresswell, Strain, and Adams Auctioneers. It's the Morrow County Farm Consignment Auction. There'll be some antique tractors, equipment, junk, everything, starting tomorrow, Saturday, 8 a.m. So if you like bidding on junk, well, there's going to be a junk auction with some good tractors in conjunction with this show. Got you some pedal tractor pulls up there. Not happening now, but will be soon. Assuming with that one. Well, up in here is really nothing. Probably more Oliver junk. They probably will get that sorted out here and they're ready for the show later. But currently it's empty. As you can see, it's empty in here. But we'll probably have more toys and stuff in here later as they get set up. They're currently getting set up in the other building with the toys. You got your Oliver Collectors Club stuff up there. Books, toys, all the above. The Buckeye Oliver Collector Association. We got hats. Of course, you got food. If you like food, there's food. First, I'm going to take you through a tour of this trailer real quick. Good stuff in here. More toys in here. I'm not going to spend too much time here with the toys. If I want something, I'm going to buy it. John Deere stuff's here. Kitty toys. Cow. Accessory. I need this.
Yeah. This three.
Well, I don't have any equipment. Coal companies. Yep. Then I worked at the on that. Well, they should know that. The coal companies never do what they say, oh, they have to back what they have. All what they would do. We'll get a problem. She's pretty good. Problems on that. Yeah, well, yeah. We have to do that before 10 minutes. Don't want to have it. Goes down here. Well, be careful for it.
Monster trucks. I really like this Minneapolis
Morrow County.
Canadian 26? Yeah. Friday morning. Hey man, what you put that on?
Yeah, I can't remember.
What time it was?
Probably about.
When they went on pre-sale.
That's what I did, Mom. She said that. I called and I asked her one time.
Yeah.
Came and gone. I said, okay, she was gone. I said, that one might be expensive. All between July and August.
Yeah. And it's wherever they're on it.
I just don't like that they're trying to turn around. I just get the milk for $7 now. Now we get it out of another town. It's $7.
Well, it's the Morrow County Antique Machinery Show. Mount Gilead, Ohio. Thanks for watching. By the way, I also went to that true scale is very, very rare. Can't never find a true scale anymore. Thanks for watching. Bye.